So I want to go over the spec with you. Beautiful spec. First things first that you will see is obviously Ruby Star Neo. Very, very unique color. Though not PTS, you don't see enough people that will step out on that limb for this color. Only 2 of these have come through the dealership.
Okay.
One's a man, one's a woman. There's only one other I know in town, happens to be a man. My boss has a Ruby Star, and it's Ruby Star with black. It gets a little boring. It loses the color a little bit. It's hard to say that this color is boring at all, but with indigo blue wheels, carbon ceramic brakes with yellow, you got the model designation on the door in yellow. This is probably the biggest option for any one of these cars. Anytime you see the hood like this in carbon fiber, you'll know it has the Visoc package, unless they opted for a painted option, which now is available, wasn't always available. Another thing that was available for this build for a while in the first models, you couldn't get the LED headlights. So there's a lot of them riding around without LED headlights simply because you could not get those LEDs. And a lot of people frustrated with Porsche that you couldn't get those at the time. In that Visoc package, you will see all the carbon accents, hood, side view mirrors, spoiler, your inlets, your air intakes. Interior wise is gonna add all the carbon as well. Let's see the carbon in that engine case and those intakes. The biggest change that we did was changing these to the buckets. Quite frankly, my favorite part is indigo blue seats, match the wheels. A lot of the yellow accents on the inside, the door loops, the seat belts, obviously goes very nice with the carbon ceramic brakes. Our favorite part of the whole build, his last name is Blessing. This is the carbon fiber door sill illuminated, as you see with his last name there, because this car is a blessing. Voice control, aluminum foot pedals, beautiful build, absolutely beautiful build. When you build a car online, you'll see these side markers are automatically clear. Europe, they come automatically clear. Our laws in the States, that has to be orange. It has to be orange sold as new. Ordered him side markers, they come in tomorrow. We'll pop those out and put those in, make it look that much better. It's hard to do that, but it will. That's that.
And then, guys, this is a story of how I got this allocation, which I think is huge.
Taycan.
I gave him money for a Taycan because I seen the Taycan, it was being marketed, and I wanted the car.
Was this before the GTS?
This was before everything.
Long before.
This was before everything.
Before
I pulled up to the dealership driving a Ford Edge.
So then he put some money down, so then it was like, I ain't not fucking around, man.
Yeah.
He's for real.
Yeah, that's right.
Ever since then, it was just a good relationship.
Tell him though, I ended up canceling
He ended up pulling his money, so then we struck that conversation again.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know, he might be messing around.
Yeah,
man.
he bullshitting now.
He might be bullshitting. You know, then then we see him in the yellow Boxster. I'm like, okay, he has a passion for it. Yes. He has a passion for it.
Yes.
We at that time, we knew what you did.
Yeah.
You know, we knew you weren't making that up.
Yeah.
So we knew you were a capable buyer. And then the GTS started. The GTS.
Tell him how the GTS came in.
He's like, hey, I'm test driving. I'm like, what are you test driving?
Yeah.
I'm test driving the Taycan, and I go, you're test driving? I said, you're not test driving. I said, why are you doing that? We're not buying a new car.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm just test driving. I said, I know where this is going. So he goes, let me just pick you up. I just want you to feel this. Which, by the way,
I had no intentions on buying anything.
But I knew.
I know. That's
knew.
crazy.
And so we drove the Taycan, and then he picked me up, brought it back here, and then we sat down and we were talking about the Boxster anniversary.
The Boxster anniversary.
The 25th anniversary Boxster.
The 25th. Yeah.
It's a great car.
It's a great car. Yeah. They actually you guys gave me an opportunity.
I didn't know that.
They gave me an opportunity. You guys had 2 cars coming.
Yes.
It was the GTS 4.0 or the Spider.
Okay.
You guys had a dark blue Spider and it was a manual, and I wanted it because my first yellow Boxer was a manual.
Sure.
And I was gonna grab that one, and Anna goes, go with the coupe.
So the car gets here and EG said, hey man, I have this car, it's not available, but if you want it, it can be available for you. Turns out the car's here. I remember at that point that me and you started to talk.
Yeah.
Showed you the car, took him for a drive. And he just had so many questions. He's like, I don't know, what do you think, man? What do you think about what do you think about this beige? Is this a good car? And I'm like, dude, there's 20 people I can call buy this car right now. If you don't want it, yes, it's a great car. It's a great car.
No.
And then, so we drive around the block and he's like, this is a good car, huh? This is fire. I'm like, dude, what do you yes, it's, absolutely. If you want, because then he was talking about he wanted a Cayman or a Boxster. I was like, if you want a Cayman or a Boxster, that's going to be your first new car, new Porsche, this is it. This is the pinnacle of a daily drive.
Yeah, you were right.
The 4.0, it's the pinnacle of a daily drive Cayman. And then, you know, ended up getting into it. And then the funnier story, if I could fast forward again, was leading to this.
Yeah, go into that, brother.
So leading to this.
Cook. Hey, look, can I say this real quick? Because all these people try to play games with allocations. I know they blame you guys on this and that, but at the end of the day, the same thing with Rolex, right? Like, I'm wearing a watch that is a hard watch to get, and I genuinely, like, you guys are humans at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, you're not just a salesman, you're a human, you have a family. You do this because you take care of your family. I do this because I'm passionate about it. And there is that regular organic connection. And so my relationship with you guys was always organic. I never had this thing in the back of my mind of trying to manipulate. Does that make sense? Like, I've never been trying to manipulate you guys. And same thing with my Rolex dealer. I'm just that. And when you guys offered me this, I actually didn't feel like I deserved it.
You know, me and EG talked and said, call Josh.
That's
if he wants it, this is his.
I'm at the trailer. We have a trailer in Sedona. So I'm at the trailer. He was supposed to meet me. And he texts me. I'm having like an electrical thing being fixed. And he texts me. He goes, urgent, call me now. He never texts like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, something, the house is burning down, of course, something first. So I'm like, hey, I'm with the technician, can I call you later? It's urgent. They offered me the GT4RS, the allocation. What do I do? My birthday's tomorrow, my 40th birthday. And I'm like, it's your birthday gift, man. That's not a coincidence. I'm like, that is God acting in your life. And so I told him, I said, you need to do it. And so I told him that I'm up in the trailer. He's supposed to meet us there. And then the rest, you know.
I know this. I've done this a million times. I hear it in his voice.
Yeah.
He's getting second thoughts.
I'm getting second thoughts.
So by this time, me and
so much I've ever spent on a car.
By this time, me and him become friends, so I could talk to him
different
than I would talk to a lot of clients or whatnot. And he's you know,
stop being a bitch.
And I told him straight up, I said, stop being a bitch, dude. I said, stop being a bitch.
Like, you know what this is. I'm happy with my GTS.
He's like,
I got my GTS. I'm fine. This almost paid off.
I told him, I said, hey, listen. If you truly don't want it, I respect that. It'll be sold in an hour.
Yeah.
Right? Not trying to scare you with that, because we gave him weeks. I said, bro, just think about it, but stop being a bitch.
Yeah.
And do it.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you, brother.
I was surprised with him because we had a freeze date that was further out than I would like for someone with his type personality. Right? Because when it's too far out, I was like, this car's gonna change 30 times. To my surprise, we locked it in. And I'm like, dude, that's fire, man. He told me such a good build.
But it's so different, Drew.
It's different, but once we locked it in, surprisingly, we only made one change, and that was to the bucket seats.
Thank you.
And I was very surprised with that, and I'm glad it didn't change, because to me it's perfect, man. But I'm like, dude, it's awesome. This matches your vibe, your aura.
Yes.
You know? Chang.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, Drew.